All right, hey guys, this is Walt Bayless. With our launch of the Influencer Empires podcast, we'll be focusing on influencers. We'll be looking at what that means to be in the marketplace, how that's going to grow. And of course, with our Empire program, we really are focusing on influencers that have got business following. So we're looking for a specific type. But that led me to kind of think about what are the different types of influencers that are out there? How does somebody become an influencer? How do people grow that audience? How do people then grow the influence that they have with that audience and monetize that, turning it into a business? So let's dive in with a few questions. And I've got a little bit of a Google search here going on. So I just thought I'd bounce a few things off you. The first thing I asked was, what percentage of kids want to be influencers today? And I was taking the statistics from 2024, but that's amazing. 57% of Gen Zers want to be an influencer. I know I've got kids at school and I was amazed by the percentage of the kids in the class that were wanting to be influencers after school. So it doesn't come as any surprise really when we see that, but the percentage is high, right? Like that's huge. So then it was like, okay, what is an influencer? So an influencer defined here is a person with the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service by promoting or recommending the items on social media. The person with the ability to influence potential buyers. Right. All right. A huge influencer of taste. So being able to influence people, being someone that is listened to in all kinds of different things. And of course, there are different types of influencers out there. And in fact, let's have a look at that one as a question. What types of influencers are there? So here's a couple of different types. There's lifestyle and vloggers, which is interesting. Tech and gaming, beauty and fashion. Let's keep going. We've got business and finance. That's really who we're looking for with our Empire program. Food and nutrition, lots of different ones. Health and wellness is a huge one, of course. So different types of influencers are all around us and in everyday life. Next, I wanted to think, how do influencers grow their audience? Now, this is really important. Consistently creating high quality, relevant content, right? Consistently creating high quality content. And this is a really fine balance between what I'm going to talk about next, which is monetizing that audience. So it's creating that content on a regular basis, but the content needs to be of the highest quality. That's the only way that people are going to tune in, they're going to listen, they're going to subscribe, they're going to grow the audience, they're going to share. Of course, if you're in those different niches, if you're in the health and wellness niche, you're creating content specific to that topic. If you're in the comedy niche, damn, you better be funny, because that's the only way that your content is going to attract the audience. Now, you can grow that audience quickly. They can share and share and share. And of course, we get that viral effect. But creating high quality content by creating content that feels authentic, this is the way that people are building their audience. And then the last one I wanted to look at there was, how do influencers monetize their audience? And then typically we're talking about sponsored content. So we've got an audience that are focused on a particular niche. That might be health, or it might be wellness, or it might be food and nutrition, it might be travel, whatever it is. And then a company will pay that influencer to promote their product, to talk about their product, to feature their product, and you have that kind of monetization going on. Of course, we have paid ads. So if you're getting millions of videos, millions of views on YouTube, YouTube are sending clicks, or advertisers are advertising on that channel. Those clicks are generating you income. These are different ways, but there's others as well. Have you ever seen the influencers who are launching their own merch, or the pop star who suddenly has their own perfume brand? These are also additional ways that the influencers can generate a business income from the audiences that they touch. And of course, there's lots of different ways to do that. One of the things that we do with our Empire program is that we give a software program to influencers that they can brand as their own. Now, instead of being an affiliate, they get to have their own program under their own brand, which then they can build their monthly recurring revenue. So influencers are able to monetize that reach in lots of different ways. I've done interviews with Eric the car guy, who got sent free cars from car companies because they wanted to have his audience look at that particular car. So if you've got the audience, you've got the eyeballs, you get the dollars by putting something of interest in front of them. Lots of different ways to do that. As we said, affiliate programs, sponsored content, having your own brand. That might be perfume, might be merch, might be software. And that way you can put your own brand out in front of people. So Influencers, the biggest growth market in the world, exploding, and more people want to be a part of it, which is fantastic. And content is so varied and so rich that people are able to pick and choose what they're watching. And that means that your niche, your area of expertise can be really fine because you're able to get that content out to the right audience. They're going to subscribe. They're going to be part of your tribe. So influencers everywhere, huge growth, massive opportunity. The key is to create content consistently of high quality, and then monetization, picking the right product that your audience resonates with, that's going to be able to be something you can stand behind, put your brand in, of course, getting paid for that along the way. The Influencer Empires podcast is going to be huge. We're bringing on some of the biggest influencers in the world. We're reaching out to people who are in all kinds of different spaces and asking them, how did you get started? How do you grow your audience? How are you exploding on the scene? And we're going to be talking about monetization and that kind of cool stuff as well. And of course, our Empire program with our influencer package, licensing our lead generation software for people who have a business audience, and they can then put their own brand on that, send it out to their audience, and grow their monthly recurring as an incredible thing. So stick with us. Influencer Empires podcast coming to you soon with our first guests and first episodes. We're going to be talking all things influencers in this big, exciting brand explosion. Can't wait to share it with you. See you on the first one.